really be beneficial for you to come out on the 20th. It's at 4:30 if people are still in work. It's not a big deal to show up late. Show your support, and I think it's a great opportunity for our community.
Is tax dollars from the town to help out to get something like this put in?
There's a match.
There is
a match, but I think what they're looking for is for a committee to be formed for fundraising, for dinners, I mean, they want it to be something that's going to bring the community together.
Right.
I mean, they're not looking for a check from the municipality, they're looking for fundraising. For people,
well, out of the curiosity of that
involved.
fundraisers here in the town, I'd be just curious about approximately what would you figure one would have to raise. I can remember looking at the
It's a
book.
quarter
of the cost. The number I was given is between 10 to 12,000.
10 to 12,000.
Which is a sizable amount.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It is. I'm thinking that a lot.
I'm not saying it's insurmountable, but it's
It's
sizable.
doable.
Right. Now that's the same night as our next select board meeting.
It is.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
The quality is very amazing. I've seen a lot of them up close. I know Eastport has one that they have on Water Street.
I'm surprised they haven't wanted to put one here before.
It's a fish. No, not the guy holding the line. No. It's it comes up in like a sweeping design. There's a fish in it, and it's very well sculpted. And the one they went with, because they get input from the community, fits their downtown very nicely. It's not obtrusive like the fisherman guy you're talking about.
Yeah, he does.
It involves the community. They have input on the design. It's an educational experience that lasts roughly 6 weeks. They have a great website that you can search, and they'll be here to present on what they do and how we can benefit from it if we're chosen.
What's the upkeep on something like that?
It's granite.
It's granite.
Virtually none.
Low maintenance.
It's like a headstone. I mean, very
Not
little.
like the sidewalks, right? That one like granite?
This is no, those are concrete. This is
Alright.
I saw something in Callis the other day that was interesting. They're putting brick sidewalks in, but they're putting it as a border. Mm.
Yep.
So that's something we might look into when we change ours,
So we got
because
the
it does
bricks
look
full of
very attractive.
Yeah.
we'll have enough bricks
Yeah.
and stuff in the middle.
Right. It's
They're
on the
nice
outside.
textural breakup, but not
Right.
the walking
The whole-
surface.
I'm thinking a really high quality shoulder skirting on the road and no actual sidewalk whatsoever. It's a very flat, nice surface that people can walk on. So that way, if you're handicapped or wheelchair accessible, there's no curbs to come up over every time an intersection happens. I think it'd be a much better idea.
One level. You're saying one level. So then all of
Drainage
the
would be a
storm
lot less
drains,
of a problem.
yeah, if they work, they'll just run right to the edge, and if there's a building there, it just runs right into
It's
the
all going to
building.
be sloped into the storm drain.
I think we're going to have to table that.
It's something to think about. Other than everybody's.
It might
up
be
on
the
a
wave of the
sidewalk.
future, but
And I think as
I
far
think
as
the sidewalks
differently
are good.
abled people, we need to give them a stronger thought in this process.
I think the sidewalks are a good idea with a sweep out to them of the ledge, simply for people when they pull in and parallel park along the stores, so people don't go into the stores.
The
I think
downside.
that's where they stop making hubcaps.
Okay,
we
I'm
done
going
sidewalks
to urge community members to come out on Thursday, December 20th at 4:30 p.m. right here for a presentation and their chance to ask any questions that they may have
About the sculpture, not
about the
sidewalk.
sculpture.
That's right.
But they blend in with the sidewalks, I mean, maybe we should get the whole.
I mean, the interest in the local community will serve a lot as to,
Right.
increasing Lubec's chances of getting one of these sculptures.
You make sure you send out an invite to the Boy Scouts, the Fisherman's Memorial, and some of the other local service organizations, the art community members that I can't think of their names at the moment. Just that way they're aware of it, because as much as I like to think everybody reads our agendas and our website, sometimes it doesn't get out there.
Right, and we have it on.
I'm glad to hear we have some input on what it might look like.
In the schools.
Do we have, is there anything on Channel 7?
There is.
Okay.
Right, I was just
I've
going to ask
sent
that.
And
a
I'm sure our
number of
friendly
emails.
newspaper reporter would probably put in the newspaper for us when it comes out in time.
They're already hanging the same.
How many emails?
Can't hear a word you sent.
We'll send you an email, it's all right.
Right.
I know that when this originally came about, when I sent information to different people around town if they thought this was a good idea, Within 45 minutes, I had probably 10 replies.
Good.
Do you still have that
Yes,
email?
all
Because you can
positive,
just
right?
reply to
And
the
then
same
I
people.
replied to those people with the update on when the meeting is,
Right.
so
Yeah, the
I'll
more
send
people,
another round.
the more people we can get, obviously, then, you know, the better
Right.
our application's gonna be. Next item, Nick Hodgkins from the Maine DEP will meet with Lubec and the Historical Society on Wednesday, December 12th at 11 a.m. to discuss a possible brownfield application. This is in support of an ongoing effort to get the Columbian factory site cleaned up.
Give the people at home a brief thing on a brownfield application.
A brownfield application is, they set aside some money, and it's for sites, the town has to declare that it's in the interest of the community to be cleaned up, and it's for anything that's got chemicals on it, anything that's got hazardous material on it. Some of the information that I received is that there's some possible asbestos linked to the Columbian factory. There's some possible oil deposits linked with the store building. And, I mean, if we could get a brownfield application to get grant money to clean that up, that would be a benefit to the community. I took a walk down there about a month ago, and down by the factory, it's gorgeous. And, you know, if you can walk out looking at the cement and all the tons of cement just hanging by rebar, I mean, that scared me.
In the last 3 years, many of those panels have sheared
Right.
and are hanging by rebar. It is a hazard. Dangerous site.
So, I mean, if we can get some grant money to help the Historical Society to get that cleaned up, I think that would be a benefit. I was talking to Maureen, I guess this is an ongoing effort by the community. In the past we have, but they've had issues with funding allowances. So, you know, if Nick wants to come to Lubec and talk to us about how to get this process started and get moving, I think this is definitely going to benefit the community. Next item is to appoint a register of voter for Lubec.
Define what a registered voter is, Betty, for me.
The register of voters is the one that's responsible to keep the vote, list of the voters up to date. Responsible to make sure that somebody's coming in and register, has all the proper identification and where they live. You have to prove those things.
Would you like the job?
Yeah.
Who usually does the job was my next question.
I do. It's an appointment, has to be done every 2 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure because I'm like, I thought you did that, but I
I did.
wasn't
But
sure.
it has to be done by January 1st of every odd year. So it's coming right up, so it's due this year.
So,
I make a motion, we appoint Betty Case as Registrar of Voter for the town of Lubec.
I almost feel bad doing it, but yeah, I like it too.
All in favor?
Thank you, Betty, for taking on that responsibility and
Yeah.
doing such a good job year after
Yeah,
year.
after year.
Even though on the odd ones. No, we have to.
One more time.
Can you, who does a little stir seal on this one if it's for you? Can you do yours?
No,
Randy?
deputy. Deputy or a notary? Which one is both?
Again? Again?
Even though you're promised no more signing. Fine.
We're signing for that article, that issue. We're on a different number. Thank you, Skin Buddy.
I'd like to say that I'm very pleased with the updates that we're getting from all our departments.
Yes.
And
And thank you, Ricky, for
thank you, Ricky.
Yep, appreciate it.
putting the lights up before the parade
Yes.
on the poles. It was
Kinda
very
didn't
nice.
work out the way the plan was supposed to, but
Well, they,
anyway.
most of them work, and
Yeah.
You
it
did
was,
what you
it
could
was
do.
very nice. You did.
A lot
did
of
a
the
good job.
plugins that's on the top of them are getting so corroded up now that
Yeah.
Conrad's still working on them, but
Yeah,
it's gonna take a little bit of time.
right.
It's a constant battle down there with all that salt
Yeah, right.
water.
Right.
Well,
And
the
for
lights are getting
persevering.
old, folks.
Yeah, might be time to order some new.
It's a nice decorative wood.
Well,
for us.
you gotta try to get another grant, you're gonna honor the one.
Well, I thought that there was a gentleman that always was a very gracious individual and done a lot of buying of the lights. Is that true, Betty?
Santa
You
Claus?
dreaming?
What was it that?
It was a, what, it was grant.
We're not talking about Christmas lights.
I was gonna say, is that the Christmas grant?
Oh, I'm thinking of,
We're talking about the lights.
oh, my mistake, ladies and gentlemen. No, I thought we was talking about
Yes.
where the lights should be decorated on. We're having a problem with the lights themselves.
Yeah.
And the outlets.
That's not nice. 4 or 5 grand
No, and the outlets.
I'm gonna think
But
this,
if you're
man.
ready to open
Wow,
up the
it's
pocket.
Yeah, right. We will graciously accept your donation.
Plug-ins?
Your electrical
Right.
plug-in.
Yep.
They corrode
As
away.
far as the lights and the bulbs, we're not having too many problems with them.
Okay.
You know, other than a replacement of the bulb that you would do in any street light.
Well, I know Conrad has got one outfit that he started dealing with that made an outside, receptacles and stuff that are really, really waterproof and tight. Maybe he can come up with something with them that would be a better unit if he installed it that would last longer from the, understand.
Can you
It's
just
always,
put the child
it's always the
safety
case.
ones?
Oh, those things that you
GFI?
Those are,
push in?
GFIs?
No, they're just
No,
plastic
just the
covers
plastic.
that you
Oh,
put
yeah.
Oh,
in
Like
an
you-
outlet. With
Oh, I
those,
see what you're saying.
could they go in there?
Moisture
No.
absorbent.
These are up there, these are pretty high, these are up.
Well,
still
no,
gonna have
just
the
to
right, I
corrode.
think
protect
Sarah's
is
saying
what
use
Sarah's
them as a
saying.
weather seal.
yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
let's look.
To
It's a-
stop the water from going in, could you put one of
A
those
visual.
tiles?
Is there a cover or anything on
They
top?
have flip covers.
Oh, they have flip covers,
Yeah.
but it
Isn't that where
still
the
gets
seagull would
in?
perch?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
What does the seagull do over there?
The fishermen
One
call
of
it
two
Hang on,
things.
Bart,
In and out.
Shell.
liquid ring.